Welcome to this 6th episode of Boardwalk, in which our board members tell us more about a certain topic. And we visit places on our campus you may not have been before. And for this 2nd season, we kick off with Rector Silvia Lenaerts. Hi Silvia.
Yes,
and which topic you would like to talk about?
we are going to talk about how the university has evolved over time. What does it mean, first, second, third, fourth generation university?
Well, Silvia, 1, 2, 3, 4 generation university. Let's start by number 1. And we see a lecture hall. Can you explain?
Yes, it all started in 1088 in Bologna, where the first universitas was created.
Okay.
And with universitas, they meant a community of scholars and students to think, to discuss about law at that time. And a nice thing to know is that the students selected the teachers.
Okay.
Yeah, and now it has grown. Bologna is one of the biggest universities in Europe with 95,000 students.
Wow. And that was the first generation.
That was the first generation, main focus on education and on the community.
Okay, that was number 1. So, put on a lab coat in a lab. This has something to do with the 2nd generation university, I believe.
Yes, this is the 2nd generation university. This is research game. Research became a very important part of universities. And then I would like to mention the von Humboldt principle in the 19th century that intertwined research and education and put emphasis on the holistic approach with academic values, with academic freedom. People should have the freedom to do the research they want to do, because you cannot always plan to find something. Serendipity is very important for research, to have the freedom to dive deep, and then coincidentally you often find things that you didn't intend to look for.
So research is number 2. Let's go to number 3. So, the gate, tell me, why is this an example of the 3rd generation university?
This is the 3rd pillar of what a university does, namely creating value for society. It is the open campus, it is economic value, entrepreneurship, but also for policy making and for the transitions in society.
Yeah, because they call it the one-stop shop for startups.
Yes, this is mainly focused on entrepreneurship. Yeah. But valorization has a much broader perspective in our future plans.
So this was the 3rd, and now for the 4th, we're gonna get us a cup of coffee. Hi, Marcel.
Hi.
Hi, hello. Hi. Hi.
Welkom, lust jullie iets te drinken?
Cappuccino graag.
Cappuccino?
Ja?
Ja.
Lekker.
Komt eraan
Dank je.
voor jullie.
Sylvia, you wanted to come here in Bakkie 040. Why?
Yes, because as a university we are not isolated. We are part of society, we are open to society, and also what for me is very important, according to our core values, we have dialogues, we talk to each other, we listen to each other. And what is a better place to talk and to listen than a nice cafe like this?
That makes sense, Marcel.
It does.
Yeah. We discussed the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd generation. But what's the 4th generation?
Yes. So I think you just came. First, the coffee is very.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Alsjeblieft, geniet ervan.
The idea behind 4th generation university is that it's not only about bringing knowledge from the inside out, which typically is what a technology transfer office like the Gate, what it would typically do. But it's also about bringing knowledge and ideas and people from the outside in. So being much more open, so more an open innovation approach. And in that sense, you really try to address also some of the practical and societal challenges that we face, for which we know for open innovation it's important to look for that collaborative approach in that.
Yes, and I remember what our honorary doctor Henry Jasborough told us. Remember, most smart people work somewhere else. So we really need the knowledge, the interaction between people from our university and people who have a completely other skills and competencies. And that interaction is needed to create value.
Yeah, that's 1 + 1 is 3.
Exactly.
Principle. Yeah. He's the big brain behind Brainport.
Yes, he was the godfather of open innovation. So formerly companies were very close and thought we have to protect everything. But the world changes so fast, so you have to be open and you need the knowledge from outside in order to innovate and to keep on innovating.
Yeah. So may I conclude more outside in society, part of society, we take our role, and that's what makes us a fourth generation university. But I want to know, do we have an example of it here at the university?
Yes, we have a lot of examples.
Yeah.
It's hard to choose one, but I think Richard Lopata is a nice example to go to.
Zit bij de carotis, hè, die loopt naar je hoofd toe en dan heb je vaak een bulbus, een soort rond bekken. En daarna komt de vertakking. Dat zie je bij jou heel mooi in beeld. Als je even een plaatje wil maken.
So, this is the lab, Silvia. He should be somewhere here. Oh, there he is. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So yeah, Silvia wanted that we came here. So can you tell me something about what you do here?
Yeah, so in our lab here we build the ultrasound systems, also called echography, of the future. And what we're trying to do here is come with new ways of looking inside the body.
Is it what we know from when you're pregnant and you look at the baby?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And from cardiology.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do is improve these images so that we have the same capabilities as with CT or MR imaging, which are more invasive.
And more expensive, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And not so widely accessible. Whereas with ultrasound you can go to the patient's bedside, to the GP's office, and even in our education. Here we develop the scanners of the future and new capabilities with these scanners. I have a nice example. So here you see what is currently being used in the clinic to image the blood flow in the carotid artery and look at the wall. But some patients, if they have atherosclerosis, this wall is starting to grow and it narrows the blood flow.
And that's dangerous for the patients.
Yeah, it's not the reduction in blood flow that's dangerous, but this wall that's thickening, so it's a stenotic artery, it can be a plaque. And some patients have plaques that are vulnerable. So we want to see if there is a plaque, but we also want to see inside the plaque.
Yeah.
Now, and for that we have some developments.
Yeah.
So first of all, they're using this typical handheld ultrasound system. So they have the probe, they put it here on the neck and they can see the wall, but with a certain quality. What we are working on are transducers like this. So you see a number of mini probes and it's actually in a flexible configuration. So you can fit this to the neck and then you can look at the artery from multiple sides. And then we can more or less compete with CT in terms of image quality. So the images really improve.
That is really affordable healthcare.
Exactly, and it could even be wearable at some point, for instance, to monitor patients that are in the ICU.
So this is a really good example of the fourth university because it's 1, 2, 3 and 4.
Yes, it's very interesting for education, to do research, develop technology, to make even spin-offs, startups, or work with existing companies, but also to bring citizens in, real patients.
And this is the direction where this university goes now.
Yes, it's really not that one is better than the other, but we have several aspects. We have research, education, valorization, but we also have a contribution to society. And we have the diversity of profiles. We have people who are really passionate about education, that is great. People who want to expand the borders of knowledge, also great. Who really would like to be an entrepreneur, absolutely also a fantastic idea. But also people who from within the university open up without walls and let people in to prove and to show what we do.
Well, thank you, Silvia, for showing all of this to us about the fourth generation university. And for you, thank you for watching this Boardwalk. The next episode will be with our Vice President, Patrick Groothuis. Till then.